Hello again. Good morning, good evening, and good night. As always, I'm glad that you're joining in again. I just did a video on uranium. You should definitely check that out. It should be out within an hour or so. But now I also want to do a short video on gold and silver and some silver mines that I have picked out to look at. And hopefully you find this very interesting. So please subscribe to my YouTube, also to my Twitter, which is uselink.inv. Should be able to find it in the description below. Okay, gold and silver, also one of my favorite commodities for sure. I think we are in for quite some good upside in gold and silver. We just had the quarterly close this Friday, and for silver, and what I want to show you just very quickly, this is the low at March. We had a big run up, and ever since we have just been in this very long, boring, frustrating channel. Um, but what we saw last week, if we were to draw a trend line from the from the silver squeeze, this is the high going all the way across. And to me, we have a breakout from that trend line. As you can see here, this was just at the end of 2022. We just came up and went back down again for a higher high, down to a higher low. And now we, with a lot of momentum, is going to break this, or we did break this. So what we want to do is not to fall back below again, of course, but also to get above 2450, I would say. 2450 would get us above this high here, and there's a lot of resistance right here. As you can see, it's going all the way back. 2450 is a big level, and I think if we break these highs, then we are off to the races. Then I think this will break easily, and then we go. And if this were to repeat, you can, I think it would be swift, because the pole here was very quick, and then we can, depending on where you want to put the pole, you can put it down here or here. It's up to you. You can just do both, and then you can see very quickly that we should be, excuse me, we should be hitting 35, 38-ish. So in this zone up here during the summer. So it's very interesting to see what happens to gold and silver. But the momentum is definitely there right now on the weekly. We have three big green bars. But I also assume that we are to probably go sideways here for a bit, for a week or two. I could be wrong, but that's how I see it. Quickly to gold. This is a 3-4 year overview of gold. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible with my trend lines. But basically, you have this golden trend line going across here, starting from August 18 all the way here. And then we did break down over here at the late 2022 when they raised the interest rates a lot. So, and what happened was we came for the retest, and we followed through into the or above the golden channel, the golden trend line, and then came back for a retest, and then back up again. So this is very bullish, very bullish. That we did get this false breakdown here from the green support, going back to the famous COVID shenanigans right here. We had the big drop of COVID and then quickly back above again. So as you can see, 1680, 1670 was very important, and a lot of people went short here, of course, when they saw this one getting a breakdown. So, which in my view is a bit insane after having all this, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move. It has been sold heavily for like half a year. So, but anyways, and where are we now? We actually made a quarterly higher high, as you can see. What am I saying? A quarterly all-time high for gold, which is very significant. And we almost had a monthly all-time high as well, but we couldn't hold the last 2 days. So, But anyways, this is where we are for gold, looking very bullish. Again, I wouldn't expect us to go all that nuts here in the next short period of time. But then I could be wrong. I mean, with all the bank failures and so on, it could go very quickly. And as you have seen probably from my Twitter as well, we are in a pennant squeeze right here. And if this were to play out, again, we can quickly do the shorter term move, which is something like this. The shorter term move would be to go to 2165. And then, as you know, if we get there, we are going to get a retest of these highs here. That's almost a guarantee, by the way. Once we break out, you will test these highs. There's no doubt about it. So don't get all scared up if we were to break out very quickly here, going up here, and then we are to return down again and saying, oh, that's it, that's over. We are getting a retest because this is a level of very importance. So yeah, that was gold. I talked a bit more than I wanted to, but anyways, let's quickly have a look at the GDX, the gold miners. Again, a few trend lines here just to show what I'm looking at. So I have cleaned it up a bit. But once again, the COVID lows came up and then we were in, excuse me, into a long channel here, tried to break out, went for the retest, didn't hold. And actually we went for a false breakout down here, breaking out again, retest, and now we are actually above this trend line here. Very important. And the next one will be this neckline here over. You have the rather big inverse head and shoulders. So there's a neckline at around 33.5, which needs to be taken out. And then if that plays out, then you have a possible measured move to, of course, as you can see up here, the August highs. And if you are going to trade it a bit, you can easily sell into this one if you want to. But if you want to hold on, for longer gains, that's also perfectly fine, I guess. But you ought to see a somewhat big pullback here before we go higher. That's my opinion anyways. Silver miners, just one, I'm just going to zoom out here a bit just to get it. This is a 10-year price action. And just what I want to show you is that we had this squeeze here in 15, the squeeze, and then we popped big time, right? And then here again, later on, 17, 18, we had the squeeze, then we popped big time, then came COVID, and then we crashed big time. And what I'm seeing right now is again, some sort of squeeze here. It's a bigger channel, but anyways, and hopefully we pop up to this one, the green resistance, which is coming across from these highs here. Hopefully, let's see. I have found like 8 gold and silver miners, which I think is interesting right now. Just very quickly, let's look at the weekly here. This is Vizsla Silver. As you can see here, the lows held at the green support. We came back above the red support here, the red resistance, after we broke out. And now we came back for the retest and hopefully a resumption again so we can get above this low here. That would be very important. So we have a breakout, retest, and hopefully we get a resumption, right? Breakout, retest, resumption. Then we have something I cannot explain. I cannot say. It's very difficult. But anyways, um, it's just a silver miner from a fundamental point of view that I like a lot. Technically, it's okay, but I just want to show you a big cup and then a handle going across here, and hopefully this will trigger a up move. So if we were to get that up move, we can do the measured move here. We are to relax. We are to go to at least somewhere around 1.5, more or less. If you want to do it in percentage, you can play around with that, but I think this looks quite good. And the momentum is definitely there right now. The volume is coming in. The MACD is bullish. Looks good to me. I think every dip should be bought here. Eloro, just very quickly, we are in a long bull flag. This lower golden Should be green. Why keep I doing that? Should be green. This held, and we broke out of this small squeeze here, the smaller time frame squeeze. We broke out, back test again. Let's zoom in on the daily. As you can see, we have the squeeze going here. We have a breakout and then a back test. We have a higher high going all the way back 9 months or so. So hopefully we do like this if this were to play out. So let's see. Avino Silver and Gold Mines, just very quickly, we have been in a long-term downtrend channel here. We broke out, we did the retest, and then we went for resumptions. So what I think will happen is that we will visit this high here at around 1.35, and then we will pull back or we will flag out. It's let's see what happens. But this looks very good for now, at least. Abra Silver Resource, which is one of my favorite. What I want to show you here is we have a very long shoulder, and for the past 3 months or so, we did a squeeze, and then we broke out, and we're going in for the neckline here, and hopefully we will break that, within a few weeks. And the measured move, if you were to project that one, is up here at 0.65 or so. After, I'm not going to go through that one. This one, the golden tag, was actually something that got pumped pretty much on Twitter when it started to run up big time, of course. And right now you can see we have the squeezing pennant, bullish pennant here going down. You can see it's squeezing up, and now we just broke out. And what you wanna, excuse me, what you want to see is you want to get above these highs here. It looks good, but we want to get some fresh air, and then hopefully we will get up to these bad boys up here before we get a pullback. And then I think that pullback should be bought. Yeah, looking good. This is a very, very, very small silver miner, but you can basically see we had a big run up here again from the March to August. Big run, Jesus, 1000%. And right now we are back at these lows again, also at the IPO lows and so on. So I think once we break this one, you have a very, very clean entry for a big move. Hopefully, if gold and silver performs the way we think, this one could really pop big time. And your risk reward, even if this stock goes bankrupt, I mean, you have a 10 to 1 or so. I mean, it's a big opportunity. But remember, it's small. It's a small miner. Franco Nevada, again, overall, just consolidating after this big move up in some sort of squeezing formation here. Also, it looks very, very good. And Franco is a bellwether blue chip gold miner, silver miner. I think it's a gold miner only, actually. I don't know. But anyways, it looks really, really good. And I think if you can get a good entry, you can either buy when we break above these, or you can buy a pullback. It's up to you. But I think it looks very good. Metalla Royalty is also a blue chip, one of the biggest royalty streaming companies, I think. And what I want to show you here is we had this long run up here from 19 to the August highs. Well, actually, that's the start of 2021. Anyways, we formed this big head and shoulders, and if you can see the measured move, we actually hit to perfection more or less down here, like that. That was, yeah, perfection. And now we have broken the golden trend line, going all the way down here. And if we are to zoom in on the lower time frames again, you can see we have, to me, which is a inverse head and shoulders, and we want to break this blue neckline here. And let's just, for the fun of it, do a measured move for the shorter term. I think we're going much higher than this anyways, but this is the measured move from this formation. And we have a target at around roughly 8, more or less, right? Depending on where you measure. But This one looks very good as well, and I think they pay a dividend also. They have stopped, I think. Yeah, they have stopped. But anyways, um, so upon breakage of the neckline, we should resume the uptrend. Okay, this is what I had for the gold and silver. It took a bit longer than I would have liked to, but I would like to keep it below 10 minutes. But I hope you stayed until the end. And please let me know in the comments if you want to see anything else and what sector you would like to see. Also, what you think is good and bad for my videos. I would like to improve. This is very new for me. So yeah, please give me a comments, good and bad. I don't care. Both are helpful. So yeah, let's have a. You can have a great day and see you on Twitter.